Good morning, everyone. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric and Magical Influences for the 11th through the 17th of July, 2021. Well, I hope everybody had a good week. We spent the best day ever yesterday with our youngest son and his wife and our two grandchildren, and that was the most amazing thing. And we look forward in another couple of weeks to do it all over again, and because we're going to be celebrating both of their birthdays. And it was just, we're exhausted. I mean, Grandma and Grandpa are just exhausted today. So, today's the 11th of July. Then it's a master number, so illumination and awakening. Let's see. It's a master number day. Awareness from spirit flows throughout everything you do, assuming you can speak. Your empathic awareness is strong as is your intuition, so open your heart and be ready to extend love and compassion to all on Sunday. Following your heart on Sunday may take you in a new direction involving a new or existing partner. If sensitivities arise, they may represent areas of wounding that need to be internalized and healed. So be aware of synchronicities placed in your path and view them as a blessing instead of, as a challenge. Again, this is an awakening day. If challenges arise, your experience may be sought after by others. You have a reputation for knowing the right thing to do in a crisis, and you enjoy the support from those in your charge. Keep everybody focused and delegate if necessary on Sunday. Monday the 12th, that's a 3 energy. And let's see, the magical focus, the favorability is neutral for work and magic. Moon's in Leo on Monday. Let's see, not only does Monday's 3 numerology integrate mind, body, and spirit, so does the rune Manas. That's the rune for today, for Monday is Manas, as it expresses how the individual integrates into society. Cauda Draconis, the geomancy rune for Monday, suggests the end of something, so perhaps you will experience an end to confusion surrounding relationships with others on Monday. With the moon in Leo, it's time to be creative and have some fun with close partners and or family, like we did yesterday. Finally. It's been a year and a half. Though your intuition and influence are both strong and others look to you for guidance, choose activities that support well-being and strong self-esteem on Monday. Let the past inform the present to inform a new direction and be ready to embrace the success that follows. Trust in the process and delegate responsibility where necessary. Your timing is impeccable and your natural awareness will lead you to a higher goal. Tuesday the 13th, that's a 4 energy, so structure and foundation. Tiwaz is the rune. Caput Draconis is the geomancy rune. The moon's in Leo until Virgo at 1:31 a.m. Let's see, favorability of work and magic on Tuesday, our Mars day, is excellent. So you're reliable and patient and ready to focus on routine tasks on Tuesday. Allow your pragmatic and self-disciplined approach to set the example for others to follow. Ideas flow well on Tuesday, and you express yourself with compassion and clarity. Keep yourself in balance, however, so that you don't go overboard. Spend some time getting organized and focus on the details of life. That's that 4 energy there. Let's see, work in harmony with others. Make any adjustments that are necessary to improve prospects for success. A higher goal is in sight, so persevere against opposition and express yourself with clarity and resolve. On Wednesday the 14th, now that's a 5 energy, so change and fulfillment and freedom versus restriction, protection. Gebo is the rune, balanced energy exchange with others. Pur is the geomancy rune. Now that's lack of impulse control, that's little boy energy. Virgo's the moon. Let's see, excellent favorability for work and magic. Mercury governs that whole experience, so changes experienced on Wednesday could be profound, particularly if impulsiveness isn't kept under control. Respect individual choice and engage with others in a collaborative manner on Wednesday. Remain flexible and open to the input from others, as well as open to the unexpected happening. Little Uranus involvement there with the moon. Intuition is strong and others may come to you for advice. However, if the internal drama is too much, it may be that you're asked to make a choice you'd rather not make. If that occurs, make your expectations clear and follow your heart. Don't get pushed into doing anything you don't feel like you want to do. We do too much of that, don't we? We give ourselves away when we know better. It's like, I don't want to answer this question. And then what do? We answer the question. And we don't just answer it. We do it chapter and verse, right? It's like, no, if you feel like you don't want to answer a question, just say, either just stand there and look at them, which really makes them uncomfortable, or just say, yeah, I don't think I want to answer that question. I'm not comfortable answering that. Next question. Something like that. It unnerves them. They don't know what to do. Because usually it's somebody being intrusive, right? So anyway, pause before speaking on Wednesday to avoid an irresponsible approach. Well, there's that. Your natural sense of timing should carry you forward, and your vision will inspire others. Success is possible on Wednesday if you express yourself without guile and exercise some self-restraint. People sometimes just deal in dishonesty. They don't know how to even remotely have an authentic or truthful conversation with anyone, and those are the ones that are usually going to be too intrusive to even mess with. So there you go. Anyway, Thursday the 15th of July, that's a 6 energy. That's a different level of harmony than the 2 or the 4. Shared interest, shared path, that sort of thing. Is a little more, it's a little more collaborative with and thinking about other people with the 6. Rados, the rune, so integrated movement with others, conjunctios joining. We're in Virgo until Libra with the moon until 7:32 in the morning, and the favorability of work and magic on Thursday, our Jupiter day. Jupiter's in retrograde, by the way, so inner work is favored. That's the favorabilities for work and magic is neutral on Thursday. So anyhow, collaborate with others on Thursday and enjoy the process itself rather than worrying about achieving any goal. A shared path is possible, and your intuition should guide you well on Thursday. Now that the moon is in Libra, you may be interested in beautifying your surroundings. In the 2nd house of possessions, this is the perfect time, too, to look for just the right item to enhance the look of your home. You'll want to exercise a little restraint, however, so that you leave room in the budget for other expenses. Sometimes it's easy to just... I'm a Libra, so I don't know. Sometimes I get carried away. I should be balanced about it, but I get carried away. Anyway, nurture relationships with others who act with integrity, honesty, and project a pragmatic approach to success. Together, you can discover new opportunities that are innovative and contribute positively to a new strategy. Reject the input from others who refuse to remain self-disciplined or who aren't as forthcoming as they need to be. And again, this is kind of something that's happening all week, that you have to be mindful of people that aren't being honest with you. Let's see, Friday the 16th, we have a 7 numerology, so balance and observation. Othala is the Elder Futhark runes, signaling tradition and possessions and inheritance and family and the collective consciousness, basically. Fortuna Major is the geomancy rune, so greater fortune. Libra is the moon. And magical focus is Venus, and the favorability is very good. I should say the magical, who governs magic on Friday is Venus, and the favorability is very good. And there you're going to be looking at partnership issues and healing and fertility and that kind of stuff, love, harmony, compassion. So although you may feel the need to protect all that you've built thus far, avoid micromanaging others to do so. Draw from your own experiences and observe your path unfold before making any further decisions on Friday. Remain self-disciplined and persevere through challenges. Be aware of new opportunities, but avoid taking the bait from anyone who wants to derail your progress. Again, we're dealing with some dishonest energy this week from people. If inner woundings arise, view them as an opportunity for healing. Then let them go, keeping only that which will enhance your life. Withdraw if necessary to regain your focus and to foster inner awareness, acting only when certainty is returned. Accept nothing less than authenticity and integrity from both yourself and others, while trusting in clarity born from a higher vision. You've got to let spirit inform all this, because otherwise you miss things. The ego reacts or doesn't, is afraid to act, whereas higher self is going, no, this is nonsense. Pay attention here. And so that's what you need to do. You need to let the higher self come in and inform this week, particularly. It just seems like there's this running theme of dishonesty here. Saturday the 17th, that's an 8 energy, so leadership, material achievement and recognition. Dagaz is the rune, Puella is the geomancy rune, and Puella, like Pur, is scattered energy, but here it's not so much the impulse control of Pur, but more loosening a perception of Puella. The moon moves into Scorpio at 11:39 in the morning. Let's see, the magical focus Let's see, restriction, bindings, all of that, purification, protection. Saturn governs, and so Saturn's also in retrograde. So again, an inner focus as far as, self-reliance and self-restraint and self-discipline. Looking at all of that is important. Favorability of work and magic on Saturday is very good. So let go of perceptions that keep you stuck in old paradigms and embrace a new direction. Reflect on how you envision success and reconsider new options that otherwise might have been rejected out of hand. If tensions arise, it may center around self-expression on Saturday. Observe your emotions for the message they bring and try not to react. It could be that uncomfortable truths are surfacing and clarity can be gained from keeping the ego in check. Your instincts will guide you in a new direction here on Saturday. Should circumstances become overwhelming, withdraw temporarily to regain both your balance and develop a new perspective. Others are looking to you for guidance and appreciate your collaborative approach and influence. Your natural awareness and timing should serve you and the collective well. That's another thing that seems to be in the Human Design Channel chart throughout the week, is bringing up the notion of your natural timing. And again, that's not going to come from ego. That's going to come from spirit and from higher self-awareness. Ego is going to react and blow the timing factor right out of the water. And so that's why, throughout the week, we're also talking about keeping the ego in check here and not reacting. A lot of the reactions that come from the ego are like the woundings that we have, whether they come from past life experience or whether they're from childhood or whether they just happen during the course of living, as an adult, anytime during your life it can happen. And they hit us so deeply that we don't understand when we react to something, that's really what's coming out. Okay. And if you know that, then you know that you're coming from a place of wounding. And so if the ego takes that and gets a hold of it, it's going to massage it and it's going to get it into a place that is so unrealistic that you really can't be happy. And so you always should try to look at the issues that come up, pay attention to the synchronicities that come up. And it's like, well, gosh, I've been dealing with, I got to deal with it again. Well, it's telling you that you're not quite ready to let go of something yet. That's what that's telling you. And so just look within. We've got more planets coming up. Chiron, I think Chiron is either in retrograde is it on Friday or Thursday? Anyway, sometime next week, Chiron goes into retrograde. So again, the wounded healer is going to be, asking you to take a look inward to what's going on and try to find some release from it, because we really do get held in a space, that really just feels like we're struggling and we can't figure out how we're there. Well, we've put ourselves there. Even though it seems like someone else might have done that. We've actually done that by not processing our experiences in as effective and non-judgmental way as possible. Seeing things just for the learning experience only and not attaching the emotions to it. If we could do that, we'd be a whole lot better off, but we don't, and we become wounded, and it's difficult to let that stuff go. So this week, it just seems like there may be some opportunities that exist. So don't succumb to them, all right? You don't have to talk about it with anybody, but inside, you need to withdraw and you need to focus on what's really happening here. What's at the heart of why you feel the way you do in this moment. And bless yourself, because, you don't deserve to be punished this way, even if you're the one doing it, all right? You don't. So anyhow, that's all I have to say. I got to go water the plants on the deck now. We got everything watered as best we could before we went to see the grandchildren yesterday, but I was so exhausted. We got home about, just before 7:30, and we were just so tired, and Jerry went out and did some stuff, but most of it looked okay. But by this morning, it's not going to be. So anyway. And when I said that I have a hard time, going out there and beautifying my home, it's with the plants. I go out and I buy transplants during this time of the year. It's like, can we go look at the garden shop? My husband has to become adept at saying, no, you have enough. Anyway, well, I'm an herbalist. What are you going to do? I love plants, so. Have a good day. Have a good week. Come back tomorrow for Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune, and again on Thursday for the same. and see how that's going. Check out this. This is in blog form already on the blog. It's already posted. If you have not subscribed to the newsletter, you can do that in the left side panel of the blog as well. Links are below to everything, to Stepping Aside, my website, and is imsteppingaside.com. And also, there's a link to the Patreon page. There's a link to following me over on Medium, and there's a link to Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff under there too. So, anyhow, have a good week, and be gentle on yourself. Truly, lots of opportunities exist for healing this week. So, don't be afraid to go there. So be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.